If you have got no one to hold the pads for you, I've got a great solution for you on this video as well. Whether you're boxing for fitness or boxing for fighting, there's one training technique that you can't afford to miss out on to help you be the very best version of yourself you can be. And that is mitt work. And it's more than just hitting the pads. This is the secret sauce behind some of the sharpest fighters in the world today. And there's a reason why all world-class fighters love hitting the pads. And on this video, we're going to break down 10 amazing benefits of doing pad work. And don't worry, if you have got no one to hold the pads for you, I've got a great solution for you on this video as well. Now let's get into benefit number 1. Mitts force you to land your punches with precision every single time. Hitting a moving target like a pad trains your brain to place each punch exactly where it needs to go, whether it's a chin, a liver, a solar plex. In a real fight, it's the accuracy of punches that don't just score shots, but it's the accuracy of punches that help you knock people out. And that's why mitt work is amazing for punching accuracy. Now moving on to number 2. As you might know, boxing is a game of milliseconds. And mitt work helps you with your reflexes because you've got to react to sudden movements. As soon as you see the target, boom, you've got to throw that punch. And when you've got a good trainer who knows how to hold the mitts correctly, and he's having you throw counter punches after you've slipped or defended a punch that's coming from him, this is kind of reflecting what you do in the ring. Like I said, you've got them milliseconds to react and come back with counter punches of your own, and there's no other boxing training like pad work that can help you do that, especially with throwing the fast counter punches. Now moving on to number 3. Yes, mitt work is great for technique, it's great for reactions, but when you've got a trainer that can really put you through a workout on the mitts and knows how to make you moving backwards and forwards, as well as slipping, throwing them counter punches and everything else, you can really feel the burn. And this is going to help you enhance your endurance. One of the most common questions I get asked all the time on social media is, Tony, what exercises can I do to get fitter at boxing? What can I do to be able to last longer and be able to up my stamina and endurance in boxing? And my answer is always the same. It's not running. It's not lifting weights. It's not doing TRX machines. It's not doing 100 burpees. To get fitter at boxing, you've actually got to do a boxing. And if you're doing it on the pad, great. When you're doing it on the mitts and you've, like I said, your trainer's got you moving around like great trainers will make you do, then this is going to help really improve your endurance. Now, before I tell you the solution of being able to do mitt work without a coach, I just want to talk about benefit number 4. Other than having someone hold the mitts for you, there's nothing else other than, I guess, sparring that can help you improve your defense just as much as your offense. And when your trainer is there having you throw the punches, then he's throwing front punches back at you, making you really move, slip and react. It's going to help improve your defense. It's going to help you be able to see punches coming at you so you can get used to defending punches, which again is an absolute game changer. Just like the other benefits on this video, which probably will surprise you. But before we get into them other benefits and why world-class fighters are using mitts all the time, I just want to give you an idea of what you can do to be able to do mitt work without a boxing trainer. And this is something I've been helping people do since 2015. And I've worked online and in person with over 3,000 people, teaching them how to have success in teaching boxing for fitness by holding the mitts and giving someone a boxing fitness session. And I've done this with our boxing fitness certification course. And our course is affiliated with more fitness organizations than any other boxing fitness course in the world. It is super legit. Now you might think, well, Tony, if I'm learning how to hold the mitts, how am I supposed to hit the mitts? Well, the answer is showing your friends how to hold the mitts and find someone in your circle that's interested in boxing and do this together with them, where you hold the mitts for them and they hold the mitts for you. But first, what you've got to do is learn how to hold the mitts. And not only does this course teach you that, it also teaches you how to charge to hold the mitts as well. So if you are maybe looking for a change of career, learning how to hold these guys can really help you do that. And also, if you sign up for our course, I'll send you a pair of these mitts that I designed myself free of charge. Go to boxingfitness.com/academy, or you can scan here and get all of the details. Okay, let's move on to the next benefit of mitt work and why boxers are doing it. Now, you probably know to be good at boxing, there's something that you need other than endurance, other than punching power and speed to have success at it. And this is hand, eye and foot coordination, where you can move and punch at the same time, where you can do things with your hands and your feet and your eyes, where you coordinate them all together to be able to hit, move, defend, slip, counter, do all of that good stuff at the same time. So this really does help improve your hand, eye, and foot coordination. Moving on to tip number 6, what kind of links in with this? Because let me ask you this, when you're on the mitts with the trainer, what have you got to be doing? You might be thinking, well, you've got to be punching, you've got to be moving your feet, you've got to be moving your head. But what have you really got to be doing? Similar to what you do when you're in the ring. You've got to be focused all the time. You've got to have that laser focus. Unless you're in there with a bad trainer who's not bothered and he's like,
1, 2. Oh yeah, 1, 2. What did you have for your lunch today? 1, 2. Oh yeah.
And he's just touching. Oh mate, shut up, mate. If you're with that guy, you know, change trainer. If you're with a good trainer who's here, jab, bah, 1, 2, bah, bah, and he's moving around and he's feinting in front of you and he's throwing little punches like this, keeping you on guard all the time, keeping you focused, keeping you switched on, which is the type of trainer that you want to be. It's the type of trainer we teach you how to be on our boxing fitness certification course. This is going to help improve your focus, your laser focus. You need to be laser focused in boxing, and mitt work is only going to help you keep that laser focus. Now, another thing, what is massive, what helped me when I seen this video of myself, and this is actually 6 months before I went to the Olympic Games. And when I'm watching it, I'm like, wow, look how sharp I am. Look how crisp them punches are. Listen to the sound of that. I'm actually looking good. I'm actually looking sharp. Look how I'm bringing my hands back in the face. Look how I'm punching hard. Look at my footwork. Look at the hand speed. Look at the body punches. Look at the head punches. And what this started to do, because I see myself doing the mitts and looking the way I'm looking on this video right here, is this gives me confidence. This made me feel good. This made me believe in myself even more. And that's what mitt work does when you're doing it with a great trainer. It gives you the confidence that you need in boxing. If you're doing mitt work correctly, like you see me on this video, compared to someone who's doing it incorrectly, like the greatest fighter of all time, Floyd Mayweather, when you see him doing it like this, look how bad that is. That's terrible. What can you see different when you put this side by side? Look at me and Floyd Mayweather. Now I get it. You're saying, yeah, Tony, Floyd Mayweather is the greatest world champion of all time. What have you done? Well, I won a bronze medal in the Olympics. The same as Floyd. He won a bronze medal in the Olympics. But yeah, he did achieve a lot more than me. But you never want to be doing mitt work like Floyd Mayweather's doing here. Now, a big difference you see here is, look at my feet. I'm working on footwork. I'm moving around. The trainer's walking after me, walking me down. So this is really benefiting my footwork, which mitt work, when it's done the correct way like this, is. Now, when you see Floyd Mayweather standing here doing this BS, this is not helping his footwork. Now, it does have some benefits, like if you're at the end of your session and you want to burn some calories and you're here, you know, you're doing some little fancy slips and rolls. It does have minor benefits, but not like you see the mitt work with me. Now, moving on to number 9 is, when you're doing mitt work with your trainer, it kind of builds a chemistry with you and your trainer. And if you're boxing to compete, we need a great chemistry with your trainer, because just before you get into the ring, you're going to be doing this mitt work with your trainer. This is the warm-up you do. You haven't got heavy bags there in a boxing venue. This is how we warm up. And because you're used to hitting the mitts with your trainer, as you can see me here, before I get in the ring, I'm blasting in my punches. I know he can catch them. I trust he's holding the mitts correctly. And it's just building that chemistry with my trainer. Now, the final benefit of mitt work. You might not know this, but boxing is the biggest trend of fitness modality in the world right now. Everyone is wanting to learn how to hold the mitts. For all of the reasons that I've just spoke about on this video, you know, the benefits are massive, not just for fighters, but for people who are doing this for fitness. It's giving them confidence. It's helping them improve their focus, their strength, their hand, eye, and foot coordination, help them burn lots of calories, helping them with their self-esteem. And that's why there's so many boxing fitness trainers out there that is earning a living from teaching boxing for fitness. And like I mentioned, I've taught thousands of people how to do this correctly, and I can teach you too. If you go to boxingfitness.com, you will get all of the details there. Or you can just click here and it'll take you straight through to the website.